Hey, this is John Manglaviti from Peercoin, also known as PPC. We're proud to announce that Peercoin will be the exclusive cryptocurrency for TrekCon Springfield. That's right, Peercoin will be part of TrekCon Springfield. Not only will you be able to use Peercoin to purchase tickets and merchandise, but it will also be a part of the convention itself. We're going to talk to vendors, we're going to have demonstrations. The first 2,000 people to walk through the door will receive a free Peercoin. I better start saving some money up. Quite a bit to announce in that regard. I spent the last couple hours with the organizers for TrekCon. I want to share with the community a bit about their background, what to expect, what kind of events are going to be taking place, how Peercoin ties into not only the purchases but promotion as well. So I wanted to put together a quick 5 to 10 minute video. Expect over the next week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, I'll take all the raw footage and put together a much longer video to give you a behind the scenes look.
Well, my name is Lawrence Blankenship. I'm co-founder of Blankfish Entertainment LLC. We started because of a lack of really good sci-fi events around here. There's some smaller ones, but we wanted to step it up a notch and bring in a TrekCon, which has never been done here. We're looking at a conversion rate that's going to land us close to a minimum of 5,000 people. So we took that number into play. We selected a space that had enough vendor room so that it made it compatible for our to hold the 5,000 people we're hoping comes, and that's a minimum that we're hoping is that's our projection, but we're hoping that's turns out to be the minimum that shows up.
I want people to appreciate that this place is huge, especially for
Manu Inzarami is our MC for the event. He played Icheb on Star Trek Voyager. He's also currently just wrapped up a role reprising the role of Icheb in Star Trek Renegades, which is a new production that's been undertaken by Tim Russ and a few other Star Trek veterans. It's not a CBS production. It's actually a privatized production, but they got licensing, and it's an entirely Kickstarter funded project. A lot of our celebrities are actually from that movie, are participating in that movie. R.J. Hattie from Face Off, Tommy Peach from Face Off, who also just wrapped up as makeup artist on Star Trek Renegades, J.G. Hertzler, and Robert O'Reilly will actually be at the convention in makeup Saturday. If you come early enough, you'll actually get to watch John, their makeup guy, put them in makeup, and they will be running around the convention all day as Klingons. They'll also be doing photo ops that day together, so they'll be out there for that whole day just showing off. Stormtrooper Legion Masterson, who played lovely Lita from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. She is actually going to be, we're having a Saturday night mixer. It'll basically be like some 80s music, some blues, stuff like that, kind of DJ'd in with her, and we're also working on getting a band in. We haven't got them confirmed yet. They just made the offer to us, so we're still trying to get all the details ironed out.
Sure.
But if we get them, then we've got 2 solid hours of programming where everybody's just going to be in there. It's going to be in Hall A, where the big hall. We're going to set it up like a holodeck, and we're going to allow them to come in, everybody to come in, and just kind of have a, little get-together concert where she's up there singing, and they're up there singing, and then there's a lot of mingling going on. Well, Peercoin actually brings us a little more closer to what Gene Roddenberry originally envisioned, where there was no centrally controlled currency. The pursuit of wealth was no longer there, and it's open source. And Peercoin delivers that for us in the fact that most of these guys, one, are already prepped for newer technology. They're willing to open themselves to learning, one, if they don't already know how to do it, how to use those items. And so that automatically opens the door, because they tend to be more techy. They tend to be more with what's new coming out, because it's new technology. They're really interested in it, and they're usually the forerunners to those things.
My name is Kevin Fisher, and I am half of Blankfish Entertainment. It was we used to go to the Star Trek convention in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Trek Expo, My wife and I did, and we went several years in a row, and then it was canceled. And I had just gotten my friend Lawrence interested in going, so we were going to, go together to this convention, and then we found out it was canceled.
Right.
So we were frustrated, frustrated fans looking for a convention, and he says, what are we going to do now? And I said, I'll tell you what we're going to do now. We're going to put one on right here in Springfield. Of course, we're going to do some local advertising. We're going to also advertise in Arkansas. We're going to advertise in Oklahoma. We're going to advertise in Kansas. We're in such a great spot here in Southwest Missouri that we're 3 hours from, or 2.5 hours from Tulsa, 3 hours from 4 hours from Little Rock.
Yeah, we have St. Louis, Kansas City.
Kansas City, the whole, there's so many places, and all of the smaller towns, that, have been so far away from the nearest convention. And, I know there's people in those towns that are just dying to go. I have actually been to 7 conventions. There was the first convention I ever went to. I wandered in off the street. It was in Knoxville, Tennessee, and they have the World's Fair park.
Used to live there, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I was downtown, or at the park, walking through, and there's this sign that says Star Trek convention, and I was like, well, I like Star Trek. So I wandered in, and they had. I don't recall seeing a single celebrity there, but they were running gag reels from the original series, and the first time I ever saw Leonard Nimoy laughing with those ears on, that was one of the greatest things ever. I'm a geek. I like sci-fi. I like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I like Blade Runner, Terminator, robots, anything that's out there that's new technology. That's I work in the computer industry, so and PureCoin fits right into that. I mean, that's just one more really nifty gadget, or invention, or things on that. That's
It's one thing to talk about it. I want to make sure they had an opportunity to meet you guys and see again that it's the real deal. You guys are spending a lot of time on this. You're putting a lot of your own finances forward on it. You're looking for a great experience. You're not looking to make a quick buck. You are fans yourselves, and you want to put something for the fans. Is that a fair assessment?
That is definitely right. I got into this because I wanted a convention to go to. I wanted it to be, the kind of convention that I wanted to go to. So between, Lawrence and myself and my wife and his wife, and we're working on this together so that we can put together something that not only we will enjoy putting on, a gift to the fans, but a legacy to continue. Thank you, and I'd like to thank the PureCoin community for choosing this event to work with us in concert on this. It's something that I think will take us both further than we could have ever gone by ourselves.